I'm Augustine, I'm 68. I used to be neat and orderly, but not anymore.
I'm Jason. I'm 28 years old. I'm Augustine's son. I'm very open about the fact that my mother is a hoarder and that I grew up in squalor. My mother chose garbage over being able to raise her son.
My name is Susan, and I am Augustine's daughter. When I was growing up, the house was cluttered, but it wasn't filthy. It was nothing like it is now, at all. There are rooms where the trash is literally probably 3 feet high. And I'm not talking about clutter, I'm talking about garbage.
I mean, there's dog mess dried into the carpet and stuff, and it's just absolutely disgusting.
It smells horrible. I don't know how to describe it, but you don't want to go in there. At this point, she has no gas, and for that reason, she has no hot water. Her stove is not hooked up. She can't wash and dry clothes. Like I said, it was nothing like this. I mean, I was able to have friends over. It was nothing like this. When I was growing up, you never saw my mom without her hair done, without her makeup on. And you look at her now, she doesn't even have teeth, and she doesn't care. And it's just like two different people. The person I knew growing up, and I guess the person really Jason knows.
I don't have any memories of my mother's house being clean. Sometimes when I would be sleeping there, I would be awoken in the middle of the night by roaches crawling on me. I had to sleep with a fan on, because if I didn't have the fan on, I could hear them crawling around in the trash, and it would kind of frighten me and keep me up. The inside of the house stank, and so I stank, my clothes stank, and I got picked on a lot for that in elementary school. And I always knew, it's not like I grew up thinking that this was normal. I was used to it, but I knew that other people's houses weren't like that.
I think he was in, towards the end of the school year when he was in 8th grade, I believe it was. And they did come to remove him from the house.
They had about 6 police cars here. They had the police come up in here and take all kinds of pictures.
The parish decided that it was too filthy for her dogs to live there, and they took the dogs away. And then I guess if it was too filthy for the dogs, then it's definitely too filthy for a child.
It hurt. When they took him away, I just felt like they took everything away from me. Just like when they took all my dogs away.
So my mom came to me one day and asked if Jason could stay with me for a few days. And he lived with me for 10 years.
My sister was a 20-something single person with a career and everything, and suddenly she has to raise a teenager.
All that time, every now and then, she would say she bought something for Jason's room, which I thought she meant at my house, which she meant at her house for when he came home. But she didn't clean up anything in order to get her son back.
I mean, how hard can it be just to not fill your house with garbage?
Because that was her child. And she should have cared more about him than anything else.
My mom didn't set out to ruin my life. It's just something that happened to her. It's something that's going on in her brain that is not even necessarily her fault. I could only speculate as to what that is. I know she didn't have a good relationship with her own mother.
I was raised by a mother who hated me because she had me out of wedlock. In the 40s, that was a big disgrace, and she never let me forget it. All I ever heard when I was growing up is, you ruined my life by being born. I hate you. I should have given you away when you was a baby. Sometimes I feel like nobody loves me except my animals. And Susan makes me feel like that a lot.
She doesn't think she does anything wrong.
Susan throws everything away. She threw away all my Tupperware, some of my pots.
Every problem she has is somebody else's fault with everything. She blames Jason's father on disease, I guess you want to call it, getting worse. When she got pregnant for Jason and told Jason's father, she never saw him again. But Jason is 28 years old. It's time to get over this.
Dealing with my mother is going to be the hardest thing. We're not that close. We don't get along. So having to spend a couple days in her house is going to be hard.
My greatest fear about this cleanup is that she'll get mad and tell everybody to leave. I don't know what'll happen to her if she doesn't allow this cleanup.
Well, we're ready to start this morning. Look at all these people back here. Take a look.
Yeah.
You were worried about doing this because other people would have judgments about you, right? So instead of all that, who do you want people to see you as?
A nice person,
Okay,
clean,
okay. How do you handle trash?
and throw it away.
Got it. That doesn't necessarily mean that we have permission yet to throw it away. We just know that you are saying that that's probably what we're going to encounter, right? Will
I don't
you?
want my bottles and my crochet. She threw away my crochet booties.
What you need booties for?
I sell them for $10 a piece.
My mother and my sister, I don't think they like each other very much.
Anything that means something to me, it don't mean nothing to you, you throw it away.
You know, it's more of an obligation than an emotional attachment.
Why does it mean so much?
Because I'm tired of seeing her live like this.
All right, so this is the family room. Jason, you used to live in here, huh?
Yes.
Okay, looks a lot different than when you lived here or not?
Not too much.
No, it was like this when you lived here.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, okay. Augustine's teeth. There are actually two sets of teeth in here, but one of them she knows of for sure, and it's by the reclining chair, and she really, really wants them. Her teeth are somewhere, okay? And you know, I know people are gonna say, hey, you're not really gonna ask her to put her teeth back in, are you? But the fact of the matter is she's dropped them in here many times and has put them in. We're gonna disinfect them, but we wanna find them. That's it.
I can't even imagine how they would begin this. This is overwhelming. So I mean, if it were up to me, I would just bulldoze it all and start over. This is hell.
You're very courageous.
Thank you. I don't feel courageous looking at this.
Augustine is allowing lots of trash to be thrown away. She knows that people are taking things out. So there's a part of her that's giving permission. She believes that people are not here to hurt her.
Okay.
All right. So come on in and sit down. Okay, wait a second. Tell me this is it. Mark, grab him.
There you go.
Okay.
Honestly, didn't think I would find them, but if I could find the other half, that would be great. So this is one set.
Okay, well, I think what I'm going to do is go get Augustine. So nobody move. Augustine, you found your teeth.
Yeah.
Don't put those in.
But what good would they do without the bottom?
Well, it's a start. This is the man who found your teeth.
Oh, I hope you find the bottom.
Okay, one more
Mama.
time. Don't forget that part about thank you.
Thank you.
My mom should at least be acknowledging the things that these people are here doing for her. It's all my sister and I doing the acknowledging and the thanking. And my mom just kind of acts entitled.
I can't believe anybody could live this way. This is not a basement. This is not somebody's shed. This is somebody's house. I just can't believe this.
This is the story of the last 16 years of this house. I mean, I bet you could, if you could just peel back the layers and you would know what was going on in the world at the time. What was going on in my mom's life. It's just, this is like an archaeological record of the past decade and a half. My earliest memories is this. This is just what I've always known.
See Jason when he was 8 years old?
I remember when I was a kid, I had some toys in here, and I used to have access to this, and it got covered with stuff when I was very young, and I could never get into it, and I wanted to see if it was what I remembered in there. This probably hasn't been opened in 20 years, more than 20 years. I do actually vaguely remember this, which is weird.
I wouldn't be surprised that if we spent a long enough time with Jason that we'd find out that his emotions are pretty intense, but that is probably one way that he took care of himself, was to take a deep breath and try to develop a life for himself.
People seem to be impressed that a guy like me can come out of this. Yeah, I mean, this isn't exactly how you create normal human beings. You know what I mean?
You won't let them make you feel better. You won't let things
They don't
become
try
the
to make me
past.
feel better.
It's okay.
Augustine, do you still feel love for her?
She always says things hurt my feelings, so it's nothing new.
If you could say thank you,
I've told her thank you a few
can you
times.
say it today?
Thank you
For what?
for helping me.
That's
Great.
not what I want thanks for. I want to thank you just for taking care of your son, which you have never done.
They would have given him back to me if I
Oh,
had
yeah.
the money
In
for a
your
lawyer.
dreams.
No, that's the law.
I don't know if the law would have allowed it, if I would have chosen to come
It's
back
the
and
law.
live with you,
It's the law.
but the right thing happened. It was better for me.
Well, I
To
know
go and live
because we
with
didn't
Susan.
have air conditioning.
No, that's not the only reason. How could I have grown up, been a teenager, living in this, and had any kind of normal life and development?
So I know it seems like we're off to a tough start, but actually this is the good clearing that we all need with one another to get the work and the clearing done inside. So let's go do that. Okay.
It was so hard for me to see the pain in Susan's face. I think she just so desperately wants her mother to say, I did something wrong and it hurt my children, and I'm sorry.
What chemical are you using on that?
The neutral cleaner that disinfects and gets rid of fungus, bacteria, you name it.
Just pulls it right off. Amazing.
I always had a tablecloth on there.
Wouldn't it
But
be
somebody
nice-
who helped clean before in the past, they took it off.
Listen, it was pretty disgusting. You know
I
that.
know.
Nobody would eat on that table no matter what, tablecloth or not.
Well,
I don't know where did it come from.
We felt bad about your other chair coming apart when we,
Well, I have a
You picked it up?
recliner in the bedroom.
well, we wanted to replace the chair that broke.
My understanding is that you all pooled your money together
Yes,
and bought it for her. They bought that for you out of their own pocket money.
we chipped in for you.
Thank you.
We hope you like it.
Yeah.
We'll put
put
it
it
in
over here
place.
for you.
That is so great. Is that an amazing group of guys?
All right, Miss Augustine, come try this thing out. See if it works.
How about that?
Good. I'm afraid I'm gonna cry. It's nice to have somebody to care for you, to help you when you need help. Because I sure couldn't do it by myself.
I want to say to all of y'all, thank y'all so much. Y'all went above and beyond anything that you needed to do. You didn't need to do anything.
Thank you guys. Y'all are all really, really good people.
They've cleaned out just about every room. It actually smells good in there right now. It's amazing.
To think that she would relinquish control for people to go in and take out as much as they did really surprises me greatly.
Tomorrow, I'm not sure I'm going to answer my phone if she calls. I'm sure she's going to be looking for things that she won't be able to find, and she'll probably be upset.
This positive feeling, this excitement about what has been done is going to turn into something negative. She will find one thing that someone threw away that was not supposed to be thrown away.
Realistically, the only thing that I know would keep my mother from reverting back to her state of squalor would be regular visits from cleaning crews. I'd say the fact that we've got some aftercare going on does raise the odds. I still think the odds are probably against us. I don't think anybody's going to come and help her clean up anymore. I mean, there's not a whole lot that I can do being in Seattle. My sister says she's done. I think she's on her own.